Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're not going to be playing on the rank ladder today. Instead, what I wanted to do is give you guys a deep dive of what I'd like the team to look like for the next 2 weeks as we prepare for the Portland Regional. That's right. In 2 weeks, I will be competing at pretty much the Metro Center. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I'll be competing in the Portland Regionals here in Oregon, and I'm actually kind of excited. I've been working on this team for quite some time, and I cannot wait to see what happens. However, a little bit of a wrench was thrown into my original design for the team because I thought the meta would kind of stick with Calyrex X, and I was correct in that aspect. However, what I was not expecting was the X. If you guys didn't watch the Milwaukee Regionals, I would recommend you guys watch that and study up on that. If you want to get into competitive VGC, look at what people were bringing. And I'm going to go ahead and post day one's pairing for the restricted format. As you can see here, it's insane. So the top 4 restricted pairs are Calyrex Shadow Rider, Zamazenta, Ice Rider with Miraidon, Koraidon and Lunala, as well as Shadow Rider and Koraidon. Those are the biggest ones that were mentioned. Zamazenta, 12.8%. The Miraidon Ice Rider, 12.3%. Koraidon Lunala, 11.1, and lastly 7.4%. I don't know how many people have played in this tournament, but it was large enough for people to bring those two at any given time for the Masters division. But the thing that I have to really relate to is literally Miraidon and Lunala. Miraidon is very easy for my team to take down. We've seen that in the previous season where I've been able to just knock them over and over again, thanks to Chi and Pao in either helping hand or just them not terrestrializing for it to get the one shot. That is totally 100% doable on our side. What makes it not doable is Lunala. Lunala has always been a Pokemon that has been kind of a thorn in my side. It makes it really, really hard to deal with, especially with it being Terra Fairy. Now, depending on the build that they usually go with, which is usually like the Trick Room or Meteor Beam build, if it's Meteor Beam, I can't deal with that Pokemon on a constant daily basis. Usually, Lunala is paired up with a Pokemon like Farigiraf or Indeedee to be able to have to deal with those types first while it gets set up with Trick Room, or uses that turn to get a free attack off to knock out one of my Pokemon really easily. And that sucks for me because I can't realistically do anything about Lunala. But now, since we have 2 restricted to this format, it makes it incredibly hard to build an effective team to deal with both at the same time. Right now, it seems Trick Room, or at least an alternation of said Trick Room, is the best ones to go with. You can go in with Shadow Rider and Zamazenta, but that doesn't mean that you're going to really succeed anywhere, because it's not going to live long enough, especially when you have Ice Rider or Miraidon, or if you have Lunala, or it's just even Koraidon on that side of the field. So without further ado, let's get into the team. Now, the team as follows, and I grabbed a lot of information from Showdown because I was building it there to kind of get the team lined up. We're bringing in Tornadus again so that we can take advantage of the water, rain, as well as any other types that we're going to get a bonus from, with like Bleak Wind Storm, from Kyogre, who is going to be Assault Vested, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Water Spout, and Origin Pulse. And then we have the EV spread, which is currently right here on the screen. This is the EV spread, and I'll have the numbers right there as well, so you guys can see exactly what we're going to be running with for this particular Pokemon. My hope is that I can get it. I'm able to bring out Kyogre, who can A, take out other water types, B, take out ground types, and C, be able to take out fire types, either using Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Ice Beam, or Thunderbolt to kind of do a lot of damage. Now, over the weekend, Ursaluna saw a ton of play, and this is the physical variant one, especially when it comes to Trick Room. Because Trick Room is going to be a heavy contender, we could also bring in Pokemon like Zamazenta. My current build is from last season, and I'm currently going to be restructuring how Zamazenta is played. For those who don't know, here is how Zamazenta is played. So we'll go over to his stats. There you go. That's his EV spread. It is 252 in HP and defense with 1 in speed. And if you guys want to see the numbers, there they are on the screen. With Iron Head, which turns into Behemoth Bash, Body Press, Crunch, and Wide Guard. Now, Crunch can be X. It could be anything that we want it to be. It could be Protect. I'd rather not run Protect and Wide Guard because one can fail if I use it in consistent use. Now, I bring in Zamazenta to take care of the spread attackers, the Ice Riders, the Shadow Riders. But do you know who doesn't use those? Koraidons, Lunalas, anyone else. Realistically, we only really prepared Zamazenta to take care of the ones that would take fair use of having a spread type move. Now, with Tornadus being our prankster starter, because I love having pranksters, we're going to start off with the Focus Sash and then move up. We also want to use Rain Dance as a move. We currently still have Taunt set, but by the time that this video comes out and we start playing it on the ladder, it'll be switched over to Rain Dance. We're also going to keep Ogerpon on the party because anyone that can use Entity for redirection, Clefairy for redirection, or just use Farigiraf, we found out that we can actually KO a lot of the Pokemon at neutral weather. I don't think it's the same with rain though, so we will try not to use Kyogre and Ogerpon at the same time, but we can also switch up Ogerpon to be a completely different type so that weather doesn't play a heal. Fluttermane is also still going to be in the party. We're going to be running with the Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect set with the booster energy. We're not really changing anything about Fluttermane. We're also going to bring back Chien-Pao. Now, Chien-Pao has always been a Pokemon I have used, and if I'm able to get off Sucker Punch, we're actually going to be fine. With the Life Orb, it sets us up to be able to knock out Miraidons and other Pokemon that are heavily weak to ice, and we can also use it to take out Pokemon that are low health. That's all that I've got. I'm going to go ahead and get this edited out, have it up for you guys to watch for tomorrow, and I cannot wait to see how we do. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care, and I have more things to tell you tomorrow. I don't want to make this video too long. Probably going to be long enough already. Anyways, have a good one. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.